This is the timeline. The Delhi Sultanate began in 1206 and ended in 1526. 1526 is the year when first battle of Panipat took place, and with this the start of Mughal Empire was done. And the 5 dynasty within Delhi Sultanate is Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty, and we will be discussing each and every dynasty. So now first an overall view. Let's see. The Delhi Sultanate beginning is 1206 and ended in 1526 AD, and this began as the defeat of Prithviraj Chauhan in the second battle of Tharayan in 1192 by Sahabuddin Muhammad Ghori, and this inaugurated the era of Muslim rule in India. When was the first battle of Tharayan? It was in 1191, and in that first battle of Tharayan, Prithviraj Chauhan won the battle. So he was attacked again by the same person, and this time Muhammad Ghori won the battle. But after certain time, the sudden death of Ghori in 1206 and failure to specify succession period his 3 slaves. And who were the 3 slaves? They were Tajubuddin, Nazaruddin and Kutubuddin. And after fighting against them, Kutubuddin Aibak was the founder of slave dynasty, as he was the one who was slave under Muhammad Ghori, and that's why he is the founder of slave dynasty. Now the period of Delhi Sultanate, that is from 1206 to 1526, is called the period of Sultan rulers. Now let's see the slave dynasty. The slave dynasty started in 1206 with the founder Kutubuddin Aibak and ended in 1290. Slave dynasty is also known as Mamluk dynasty or Ilbari dynasty. Here let's see Kutubuddin Aibak. He ruled from 1206 to 1210. He entitled himself as Lakh Baksi and even constructed Qutub Minar. He started the construction of Qutub Minar, but later it was completed, that is Qutub Minar was completed by Iltutmish. Kutubuddin Aibak died by playing horse polo. We will be here discussing the prominent rulers, not each and every ruler of a dynasty. So the next one is Samsuddin Iltutmish. He is the greatest king of slave dynasty. He is the one who completed the Qutub Minar and shifted his capital from Lahore to Delhi. After Iltutmish came Rajia Sultan. Rajia Sultan was the only female, that is human Muslim ruler. She was the daughter of Iltutmish. And what is the timeline when she ruled? That is from 1236 to 1240. After Rajia Sultan came Ghiyasuddin Balban. He is one of the important ruler, and even he titled himself as Jil-Lehlai, that is shadow of God. He introduced festival like Nowruz, and the timeline when he ruled is 1266 to 1287. After Ghiyasuddin Balban came Qutubad, and he was the grandson of Balban and the last king. Why last king? Because after this came the Khilji dynasty. When was the Khilji dynasty? Khilji dynasty was from 1290 to 1320. The Khiljis were the actual Turks. Why are they actually Turks? As because the first one, that is slave dynasty, were the slaves. They came with Muhammad Ghori. The founder of Khilji dynasty is Jalaluddin Khilji, and he ruled from the timeline of 1290 to 1296. He is the founder of Khilji dynasty, and he was the one who invaded the fort of Ranthambore in 1290. After this came Alauddin Khilji. He was the nephew and son-in-law of Jalaluddin Khilji. He killed Jalaluddin Khilji and himself became the Sultan. Alauddin Khilji claimed kingship knows no kinship, and his army was led by Malik Kafur. Alauddin Khilji gave a title and was entitled as Sikandar-e-Shahi, and Amir Khusru was the court poet of Alauddin Khilji. Amir Khusru is also known as Parrot of India. So these were the two important sultans of Khilji dynasty. The last ruler of Khilji dynasty was Khusrau Khan, that is in the year 1320. After Khusrau Khan came Tughlaq dynasty, as he was defeated by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, who was the founder of Tughlaq dynasty. The time in which Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq ruled is 1320 to 1325. He introduced Batai system, that is sharing of crops, and even built Tughlaqabad near Delhi. He was succeeded by his son Ulugh Khan. What is the title of Ulugh Khan? Ulugh Khan was also called Muhammad bin Tughlaq. The ruling time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq is from 1325 to 1351. He is sometimes regarded as ill-starred idealist as because of his 5 most ambitious projects, and even all the projects ended up in failure. And what are the projects? They are taxation of daub, transfer of capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Even he changed the name of Devagiri to Daulatabad. Introduction of token currency, the Khurasan expedition, Kurachil expedition. These are his 5 ambitious projects. Even in the time of Muhammad bin Tughlaq, there was a Moroccan traveler who visited India, and that is Ibn Battuta. After Muhammad bin Tughlaq came Firoz Shah Tughlaq, and he was from 1351 to 1388. He was the one who collected jizya from non-Muslim. Jizya is a tax paid to preach your religion from all the non-Muslims. After the Tughlaq dynasty came Sayyid dynasty, and that was from 1414 to 1451. The important 2 leaders of Sayyid dynasty is Khirs Khan, that is he is the founder of Sayyid dynasty and titled as Rahat-e-Allah, and Alam Khan. Alam Khan was from 1445 to 1451. He was the weakest and the last prince of Sayyid dynasty. After Sayyid dynasty came the Lodi dynasty, and the Lodi dynasty was from 1451 to 1526. The founder of Lodi dynasty was Bahlol Lodi, and he ruled from 1451 to 1489, and even he was known for his bravery, and even he coined and issued coins called Bahlol coins. And the other Lodi king or the Lodi Sultan is Sikandar Lodi. He ruled from 1489 to 1517. He is the greatest Lodi king, and he demolished Jwalamukhi temple and shifted capital from Delhi to Agra. Sikandar Lodi was considered to be one of the greatest, but rather even cruelest, as he destroyed many Hindu temples and even have applied many restrictions on Hindus. We Cracku provide free mock test for SSC CPO exam. For that, you only need to Google search Cracku SSC CPO free mock test. Click on the first link and start the mock. After completing the mock, you get the complete detailed analysis with the solution and percentile for the mock. After Sikandar Lodi came Ibrahim Lodi, and he ruled from 1517 to 1526. He is the last Lodi king, and he fought the battle of Panipat, that was in the year 1526, with Babur. In this battle, Lodi was killed by Babur, and even one important thing to note is Ibrahim Lodi is the only king who died fighting in a battlefield. Except him, no other sultan was killed in a battlefield. There is one more thing, that is Rajatarangini was written by Kalhana. In this Sultanate period, there was one thing to be noted, that between the time of Delhi Sultanate, that is from Tughlaq to Sayyid dynasty, there was a invasion, that is Taimur's invasion. After his invasion, the Sayyid dynasty, that is in 1414 came. Now after this, the chronological sequence now is as we have done earlier too. Let's repeat it again. In Delhi Sultanate, it started with Slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. So with this chronological sequence of Delhi Sultanate, now let us see some important question based on this which came in previous year paper of SSC exams. So the first question is, who was the first ruler of slave dynasty? So as discussed earlier, he is Qutubuddin Aibak. Who killed his father-in-law to annex the throne? The one who killed his father-in-law is Alauddin Khilji. Malik Kafur is associated to which sultan? He is associated to Alauddin Khilji again, who was also known as the Parrot of India. So Amir Khusro is also known as the Parrot of India. And Ibn Battuta visited India during the reigns of which sultan? So he visited India during the reigns of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, share and comment. And we also provide all the previous year paper of SSC exams like SSC CGL, CPO, CHSL, Steno and etc. with detailed solution, and the link is given in the description box below. Till then, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for daily updates. Thank you.